Hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you, and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, for this moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and get straight to it because there is a lot of messages within this message. There's many messages and many messages. M-A-N-Y and M-I-N-I. There may be someone right now that is grieving right now. You could be letting go of a lot. You could be, going within, healing that inner child. You could be going through a massive change right now. You're also learning that, this is the individual journey. You're allowing yourself to, know that this is an individual journey, and you're choosing to experience this as an individual. You're choosing this way of thinking. You're choosing this way of thinking. You're learning that this is an individual journey and that everyone is having their own experience. So you could be letting go of a lot of, past hurt, past trauma, past pain, past, experiences that you have recently tried to control. You may be in a process of letting it go, grieving, letting it go. And within this, you are changing. There's a huge change that you're going through right now. And, there's a lot of people that can see this change as well. There's a lot of people that can see this change as well. Also, you're learning what you go through individually. Also, you're learning what you're experiencing individually. You're learning that this is something that is having to be experienced as a whole as well, if that makes sense. So you're learning that what's going on as your individual self, you're learning this is what must become aware as a whole, as a collective. So if you've been releasing, habits, illusions, doubts, fears, trauma, pain, if you've been grieving, if you've been letting go, if you've been, just allowing yourself to change, you're realizing, okay, this is an individual experience for me, but you're also seeing it as a reflection of the world is needing to do this as well. If that is resonating with you, if that makes sense, if that is resonating with you. There is some messages that I kind of want to talk about. I want to talk about it because I do want to make it clear on a lot of these messages, but it's like, because I'm not trying to be in nobody's business. I have mistakes that just came out, so you could have, felt as though you've made a lot of mistakes in this time. You may have felt as though you made a lot of mistakes in your life, but you're letting go of that, and you're releasing all of that. You're releasing those fears, those illusions, and any addictions, and you're giving that to the divine. You're releasing it, and you're offering all of that to the divine, and you're allowing this change, and you're allowing yourself to, experience this life individually. And as you do that, you can see everything as a whole. You're growing to see everything as a whole, why certain events and why certain things are happening. As an individual, as you're learning, you're learning that, oh, okay, this is why certain things are happening as a whole, if that is resonating. Also, it's big on energy right now. So you could be clearing out energy, or you may be divinely guided to clear out your energy. Trust, I have trust here that just came out. Clear out your energy and trust in this time right now. Clearing out your energy. Also making sure you're courage. I have here courage. This takes courage, because maybe you don't want to clear out the energy from people that you love. there may be someone or some who may be in solitude right now, and you may not want to experience this time you're going through. You may not understand this time in your life, why people are being removed from your life. Not being removed, but while you're distant, they could be being removed, or you could be distancing yourself, or they could be distancing themselves from you. And this is because your energy is being, you're being clear. Your energy, you're evolving, you're rising above, you're letting go. It's almost like shedding almost. And certain spirits, certain energy can't be around you in this time, because they will hinder the healing. They will hinder, I guess you want to say, the process, because their spirit may not be evolving, because may not be rising above, because they're not, doing the healing that is necessary. It may cause a certain stagnant or a certain shift in your life, or it may cause blockages. And this is why that distance is there, because you all are not on the same level anymore. So that message could be for someone. So you may be wondering why, people are, and it's nothing against them. We're all just, as this individuality card is here, we all are here experiencing, this life, and we all get to choose. We have free will. So we maybe you're going through the healing before them, or maybe they've already, healed in certain areas, so they may be content in their life. You never know. Some people can choose contentment, and they may still evolve while they're choosing contentment, or they just may be content and choose to live, and that's okay with them. But where you are, you have gone within, and you have chose to heal. And you are seeking truth within yourself, within thyself. And that is why so many things seem so distant right now. It seems like no one may understand you. It seems like no one is, it seems like you just feel isolated. You feel you could be in a whole grocery store right now, but you feel like, that view of the camera coming toward you in the middle of the aisle, and that camera coming towards you, and everyone else is blurred. Yeah, it just seems like, you may feel like that. And it's because, you're going through, you're transforming, you're going through a massive change. You're going through, you're rising above, you're evolving, you're releasing the old. Also, this message is also for someone. This is for a divine masculine and a divine feminine. And I'm not, like I said before, I'm not here to be in no one's business, but I do have, there's reasons why I can talk about stuff, but there's reasons why I don't talk about stuff. But I definitely don't feel right not talking about. Okay, so it's reasons why I don't talk about certain stuff, and it's because, like I said, I like to mind my business. But there are also some people that really just don't know, or don't pay attention to this, or aren't aware of certain things like this. And this is things that I have to change my perspective in, as well as I tell you all to, change your perspective. It's not with just healing with me. It's in different areas in my life where I can improve and change the perspective, and to help, give that wisdom in a way without being in the way. Meaning, like, I may feel as though I'm being in someone's business, but it may really be a help to someone. So, all right. So this message is for our divine masculine and divine feminine, or, many. So, basically it's just speaking of, I've spoken of your energy and your healing, and how in this time, you're being protected, and you have to also protect yourself from certain energies. And this goes as far as like intimacy as well, because think about it. When you're healing and when you're evolving, and I want to be graceful as possible when speaking of this. When you're healing and you're evolving, and you're choosing to go inward and heal and evolve and let the divine guide you, and you have this interpersonal connection with the divine. When you are doing this, This is a sacred time. This is a potent time. This is an amazing time, a beautiful time. And when you have people in your energy, let's say you're being intimate with, right? But they're not doing the healing. They're not doing the evolving. What you're doing, but guess what they're doing? They're benefiting off of you. They're benefiting off your energy, of your sacred energy, of your divine energy. You know, you could be releasing things, letting go of things. They either can be tainting it, and you get that energy from them. The things that you healing may not even be your energy you healing. You trying to heal your energy and their energy. You know, and so it's important to be aware of that. You could be healing their energy and your energy, or you could have been to heal your energy and having to heal their energy, thinking it's your energy that you have to heal. Or because this person is not evolving and healing, but you are, and you're rising above, they're benefiting from you rising above. So they're not holding themselves accountable to do the actual healing, the actual quote unquote, as you say, work, as we say, work, you know. And so they could be benefiting from you. They could be benefiting from you rising above, you evolving, you being this spirit, you know, in this spiritual connection with the divine. And they could, and you over here getting drained and depleting, keep thinking that you got to work on yourself, while this person, but you know, on some butterfly, they transforming from you. They smiling, they going out in the, you know, world with your energy, if that's making sense. And I'm speaking from a divine masculine way and a divine feminine. But divine feminines, think about how sacred, you know, everything is within you, and think about all that healing you've done. And this is for, you know, I'm gonna keep saying, I'm not trying to be in no one's business, but when it comes to intimacy, think about all the healing and all the things that you've done to work on yourself and be self-aware and how far you've come, right? And think of thinking of all that awareness that you have, you know, become of. It's important in this time to be aware who is in your energy and who you talk to, or who you're intimate with, and knowing what. And it's not about material things anymore. As you evolve, it's not about material things. For me, it's never been about material things, but maybe it has. But maybe you've upgraded, maybe you've, you know, risen above and realized, oh, it's not about material things. What is this person's spirit like? Has this person been doing the healing? Has this person been evolving? Does this person know about spirituality and the interconnection with the divine? Does this person know how to heal? How have they healed? Have they took the time out to heal? Do they understand patience? Do they understand surrendering? Do they understand, you know, grieving and letting go and being these are the new things, because this is going to matter in this time as the world is awakening, as we all are awakening, and as that truth is awakening. And it's important right now for you all to, you know, I'm going to say it's important. I mean, you may not feel as though it's important, but I know that in this time, the materialistic, that's the old way of thinking. That's not truth. That's not truth at all. And it's on an energy level now, frequency level now, spiritual level now. Why do you think that everything is becoming digital? Because we have risen. We have risen as individuals. And that's therefore anything external, that's why it looks like everything external has risen as well, because we have as individuals has risen already. And what's being shown is what's already been inward, if that is making sense. So even for the divine masculines, you know, I pay attention to how, you know, so I pay attention to how it's easier for, you know, divine masculines to be with different, you know, people. Well, this over the time. I'm not sure what's going on right now. I've always looked at it in a certain way, but I just never said anything, or it's not even my place to say anything about it. But I do want to energy is powerful. I do want to say this, how important energy is. And imagine you, divine masculine, you growing. You have grown. You have risen above. You have done the healing. Or let's say you haven't been doing the healing. And this is about being aware of all of it. This is about being aware of all of it. Let's say you haven't been doing the healing. You haven't been, doing the inner healing, going within, growing on this spiritual journey. And let's say you get with a woman that has been doing it. And I'm not saying this is consciously that men do this, but what if, you're draining this woman and you don't know it? And that's powerful. That is very, very, very powerful. And if you're not paying attention to it, you can drain this woman. I just asked, where are you getting that energy from if you're not doing the inner healing? Also to divine masculines, if you are doing the inner healing, if you are on this journey of consciously awakening and, choosing to go within and, go on your healing journey and really do it. On the other side, when it comes to the many women, do they deserve your energy? Do they deserve your time? Do they deserve that? Do they? And it's not because they're inadequate, but you know what you have done already. You've done that healing. You've done that inner work. You've done that. And you speak maybe months, years, for some decades. And for you not to pay attention to that or be aware of that, yes, you may think it's just one thing, but it's a whole thing that you do not see. It's the unseen that what can get tainted. See what and what a moment can be can restart a whole thing. For some reason, I was divinely guided to say that. And as I was spoken of before, like, I really try to say it in a way that is true, in a way that is, graceful, in a way that, because I don't have to give you the grace. You already have the grace. I'm just letting you know that it's not for us to feel guilty about what we've done, but to learn and get better. And that's why I'm bringing this in a way like this, and to remind you that you do have grace. But as you come aware of it, to actually learn from it, and grow from it, and to let go and allow this change and, clear out, the things that no longer serve you. So I really hope that, that resonated, like I said before, I think I said this before, I hold back a lot of things, and I have to stop doing that. I really do. I have to stop doing that because I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to act as if I'm a parent or, but I also have to stop saying that as well, because that could be, that can mess up a perspective that's not even there, because what I'm thinking it can be a solution to something else. So, yes. So I really hope that, and I hope that the place that they came from as well, I don't know why I just act like money just came out. I don't know why I just act like I was having a those conversations you gotta have with your children and stuff like that. I don't know why I felt like that. But I do believe, though, like, the reason why I'm guided to talk about conversations, because I do believe that I am given grace to speak on it because of the things that I've already accomplished with it. And, of course, later on in videos and messages, I can speak on it. But yes, I'm not sitting here, just talking and, none of it is true or has been done. Money, you could be worried about money right now, or there's a lot of abundance, prosperity in money that is coming to you. Maybe it's with an endeavor. Trusting in the divine right now may be significant for you. vibrating in love. Vibrating in love with whatever you do. And this will, and surrender to it. Surrender to the idea of money. And allow the divine to flow. And it will come to you. It's a time to not cling to it. Or think that you will lose it. Or, or this even speaks about, having fear. What is a perspective? What is a way of thinking that you have about money? Releasing that. Maybe it's time to release that. Affirm. Having affirmations that, that serves you right now. Maybe significant. Releasing. Allow yourself to release it and give to the divine. Whatever thought or patterns that you have when it comes to money. And giving it to the divine. And after, affirming, meditating on, what it is that you believe about money. Knowing that every need will be met through offering all of it to the divine. So that is a message for someone. This message could be for all, can be for someone, or just there's different messages within the message. Also, trusting in your intuition in this time is significant. Release the idea of mind as soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job. Freedom arise. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of mind. Okay, so this is another message. Paying attention to your intuition. That's not what the intuition card says. I was just reading one of the cards that had came out. But this is another message in, paying attention to your intuition right now is super significant. Paying attention to your dreams. Paying attention also to your visions. There's something that you have asked the divine, and the divine has shown you. There's something that that may have been done that was unjust, whether it was physical, whether it's on an energetic level, whether it was on, spiritual level, like, whether it's physically, spiritually, energetically, in those areas, you know what I'm talking about. For those who have listened this far and you think this may be for you, you know what this is. And, you may feel as though it's unjust. And you may have been wanting to know why. And you may also have been wanting to know who or what did it or what caused it. And the answer has come to you in your dreams. The answer has come to you in the form of a dream, a vision, your intuition, signs. You've been getting signs about what it is or this person you have. Now, if you're in denial about it, you may have gotten many signs and much guidance when it comes to whatever you asked, and you may be saying to yourself, no way. Yes way. Yes way. Yes way. Also, allowing yourself to, and I know this may be challenging, I know this may be hard, allowing yourself to have an understanding of it, knowing that what's unjust will be just, and allowing the heart in this situation. And I know that may be challenging. Allowing compassion. It's for yourself. Allowing a passion and grace. Allow compassion and grace for whatever you find out, because it's out of your, and release it. Once you release it, and give it to the divine, and let it be out of your hands. Allow it to offer it to the divine, because the divine would definitely, take care of it, and this isn't me saying this in a negative way or anything like that. Like, listen, I'm not saying, And I know you're like, Ari, I know certain things have been, listen, I do not just be speaking for no reason. I know when you offer it to the divine and let the divine take care of it, it's what's needed to be done is way more just than you can ever thought you could have done, you know. And it's still about having that compassion and that grace for yourself and others. And when you listen, the divine sees everything, you know. Nothing is unnoticed, nothing is going unnoticed, and everything has to balance itself out, everything. So what you think someone is getting away with, or what you think, it has to balance itself out. But it's up to you not to give it energy, because as long as you're giving it your energy, it can't balance out, because you're still pouring your energy to it. You still putting your energy into it, and you really messing with its fate. You're messing with the fate, because you're in the way. If the divine wanted to take care of it, the divine don't want to hurt you. Or not saying this divine going to hurt anyone, but the divine can't touch it because you're blocking it. Imagine a wall, you know, whatever the situation is, and you're the wall blocking it, because you're it's almost like you're protecting it in a way. And when you give your energy to it, you're not letting the things that need to be taken care of be taken care of, you know, and you're putting your energy into it more. So it's really still flourishing because of you. But once you take your energy away, once you take your power from it, once you take your energy off of it, once you take your mind off of it and let the divine take care of it, everything, you know, everything will happen the way that it needs to. But that is for someone. Please remove your energy from it. Even thinking about it, please remove your energy from it, because your energy, you have evolved too much. You have grown too much to still be putting your energy into this. And I'm saying this for a reason. Your energy has risen. So as you continue to think about this, you're really pouring into that. You're pouring into it. Your energy has risen. But when you pour into that, you give this situation some of your energy that haven't even done what you've done to get to this energy. This is why it's important right now to let it go, offer it to the divine, and trust in the divine. With love. With love. Send it with love. Offer it with love. Let the divine know, look, you know, you can listen. I wouldn't do this, you know. So I'm giving it to you, divine. That message is for someone. There may be someone who may be having creative blocks right now. I really hope you got this far in this message. You may be having creative blocks right now. If you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you are a producer, if you are, you know, anything you do, whether it's physically, any art you do, I feel like everything is art. You may have a creative block right now. Offering it to the divine and releasing yourself from, you know, the blocks and restrictions that you're putting on yourself. Maybe you may have a mindset of, you may have, and this could be from a certain thing, something just super small where you've limited yourself at, and you're being reminded to know how limitless you are. You're limitless. You can create from anything. That inward, what's inside you is ready to create. And this is a reminder for you to know that you are limitless, that you're unique, you're extraordinary, and to release yourself from any restriction, any blockages, any, you know, you may be trying to be perfect in a situation. Allowing yourself to be unlimited. Allow your uniqueness to thrive and show. and letting who all, you know, it may serve, let it serve whomever is wanting to, whomever is needing it to serve to, if that makes sense. So basically, not worrying about everyone, but not even worrying, but I'm going to say this, not worrying about who it's going to help, but knowing it's going to help the people that it is meant to help, if that makes sense, or it's going to serve the people it is meaning to serve. And that whatever you transmute your energy into, it's going to always get to whomever it needs to. Maybe it's not going to get to the people you want it to get to right now, but it probably eventually will. But it definitely will get to the people that it is needing to get to. So that message was for someone as well. I know I was everywhere with these messages. I really hope that you were able to be divinely guided within this message. Even if the messages did not resonate, maybe, you know, looking at the messages with the, you know, the perspectives may be significant. Self-love. As I was shuffling, self-love. I really hope that this message resonated. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.